I think there's no denying that Donda 2 was kind of a mess considering the only version actually given to the public was absurdly unfinished. It's so weird because a lot of these songs did have finished versions, but Kanye wasn't showcasing them for some reason. And while it has been said by insiders that all the Donda 2 stuff has been left in the past, I am calling BS on that because you truly never know with Kanye. I'm sure tons of people were sure he would never go back to Yandhi, and then he ended up utilizing tons of Yandhi cuts for Donda. So because Kanye is so unpredictable, here are 5 Donda 2 leaks that I think he absolutely needs to revisit for his next album. Really quick, before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications to not miss any videos.
I know your maintenance so high, sky high.
Starting off, we have Maintenance, which is by far one of my favorite Kanye songs that he made during this period. The song began its life as an 8-minute freestyle titled Sky High over a beat produced by OG Volta. Kanye would record another freestyle, slowly refining the song before getting Future to record feature vocals for it.
He ain't rich enough to have you, he ain't rich enough to keep you, no he can't maintain this. Still won't be satisfied.
OG Volta took the 2 Kanye freestyles, the Future vocals, and the original beat, then added some more production on top of it while rearranging the vocals, all to arrive at a version of Maintenance that would be sent off to other producers to have them do versions of the song. Kanye would go on to have producers like Wheezy, will.i.am, Digital Nas, Beach House, Apex Martin, and Mike Dean all do their own personal renditions of Maintenance with added flair.
Sky high. He ain't rich enough to have you, he ain't rich enough to keep you, yo he can't maintain this. I'll be alright, we'll be alright. You know what a guy, you know what she doing, she showing the signs, there's no one to dine. I know what she looking, you know what she looking, and no one's blind. Found out my shit that no one. I'll be alright, we'll be alright. You know what a guy, you know what she doing, she showing the signs, there's no one to dine. I know what she looking, you know what she looking, and no one's blind.
Kanye did eventually re-record and finish his vocals, but I believe there was quite a lot more vocals done by Future that went unused. So if Maintenance is brought back for a future Kanye album, I would most certainly want to see a bigger involvement from Future vocal-wise, with the same amazing beat and Kanye vocals that had already been developed.
Had to teach you how to fight back, everybody not gonna like that. Overstaying with your life at, get some real friends in your life back. People was giving advice back, tell them to take that advice back. Throw it away with they iPad. Broke a few bones on assignment, but you came home with a sign cast. Everything here when the time passed, a moment of time.
Kanye did end up making a fully finished version of the song with new vocals over the beginning mumble and a new verse, but still the same Future vocals, and for me personally, Future is the best part of Maintenance, so I think it should be brought back with a much heavier involvement from him. Never Forgive Yourself began like most other Kanye songs with a freestyle he did on January 31st, 2022, over the original beat for the song produced by Boogs the Beast and Boy Wonder. The song would go on to have a couple names, starting off as Worst Mistake, then being changed to Never Forgive Yourself, and even going by Candyland at one point. Kanye would bring the song to Dem Joints, who did his own take on Worst Mistake / Candyland, essentially giving us Never Forgive Yourself.
I need the money, I need the ambulance, I need that work. I'll never stand a chance. You will never forget this. You will never admit this. You will never forgive yourself. Now you on my shit list. Take my advice. This gon' be the worst mistake of your life.
Dem is also responsible for the Yeah I Know portion beat switch of the song, providing punch-ins for Kanye. It seems that basically Kanye recorded the freestyle for Worst Mistake, then Dem chopped the freestyle up into 2 separate sections, giving us the Never Forgive Yourself and Yeah I Know separate portions of the song.
How we get it through custom? How you bring him with the +1? If your friend don't look good, that could count as a +1. They ain't getting through the room, no.
We can probably do a Zoom, no. I don't know none of these niggas in here, say they know me. I tell you what I do know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
This track goes insanely hard, and I cannot believe it was never finished by Kanye. The energy and pace he sets with Dem Joints here is infectious, and the song's overall sound definitely gives like a war chant vibe of some sort. I would most certainly want to see this one revisited by Kanye for a future project, as there is literally so much more that could be done to the song, with cleaned up production and vocals to maybe even adding some features.
Shawty can't turn my
Next, we have another one of Kanye and Don Toliver's iconic collaborations from this time with Closed for Business. This is probably the most unfinished song I've talked about so far, with Kanye again doing his signature freestyle to lay the foundation for the song. Versions of Closed for Business meant for the Miami listening event would have featured a cut down and arranged version of Kanye's freestyle prior to any involvement from Don Toliver.
Ways through my solar system, I can't go. I'm closing, knocking on your door like Jehovah Witness. I can't get out of bed, get you out of my head, get you out of my things, get you out of my thing, get you.
Kanye would eventually get AOAA to do production for the song to clean it up, with the addition of some heavenly Don Toliver vocals for support. Kanye and Don Toliver together literally do not miss, and the work Don put in on Donda 2 will probably forever go unrecognized unless we make a point to highlight his contributions. Closed for Business has so much potential as an amazing Kanye song, and I picture a finished and polished version sounding almost as good, if not better, than Maintenance. Kanye also had Shenseea record vocals for the song too, which would just completely elevate the entire listening experience. Of all the songs in this video, I think this one is probably the most likely for Kanye to come back to, and I'm absolutely praying that he does.
Daddy had the fun about loose, got it that loose, then she cut loose.
Next, we have a song titled Jesse, although its original version was called Honesty. The song began its life as a freestyle Kanye recorded over a digital Nas beat on January 31st, 2022, with the entire idea being refined by John Cunningham, who later added his own production to the track. The second version of the song with Cunningham's edits features Kanye's original freestyle just cut down, along with additional instrumentation and touch-ups to the overall sound.
Right now, y'all friends, but you know if she get it, tap them hard and then she gon' switch up again. Done with that sound like hard and you ain't never gon' speak to him. Then right now, y'all friends. Right now, y'all.
Jesse would pop up on multiple Donda 2 track lists dated to before the Miami listening event that happened on February 23rd, showing Kanye's intention to work on the song for an official release. Jesse's instrumental is super interesting to me, and it's really bouncy and bright and cheerful, and I think this is a phenomenal example of how digital Nas's beat-making talent can be molded and reformed to sound incredible. The original beat for Jesse is pretty rough and is clearly just a straight-up digital Nas beat, so having John Cunningham come in to clean it up and round out the sounds was genius, and I think this is what Kanye should do with every digital Nas beat. Since the song was basically never finished, with Kanye only doing that one initial freestyle, it is primed and ready to be worked on for a potential new album release. Jesse fit amazingly well on many Donda 2 track lists, providing great contrast, and I think it definitely deserves to be revisited for a future project.
'Cause if nobody loved me, my father loved me, my father loved me.
Finally, we have Too Easy, and while I know the song was technically finished and ready for an official Donda 2 release, it never got there. And the version that Kanye put up on the STEM Player website was so unbelievably unfinished that it's a crime people think he never did any more work on it. Too Easy began its life as a Kanye freestyle that would be cut and chopped up to put over a beat produced by Dem Joints and John Cunningham. On January 31st, 2022, Kanye had Don Toliver record backing vocals and a full verse for the song, while a few days later, on February 4th, he had DaBaby record a verse.
On the highway, when you know, convo, I got my mind, whoa. Hit the high note, hit the high note. I didn't eat prime, so it's something that I know. Shawty had a Honda, was switched up for a Tahoe. She pushing what she wanna, she tryna hit the honor roll. She finna get what she wanna, yeah. She finna get what she want, yeah.
This one hit like 808s and heartbreaks. Show me you got what it takes, then you step to the plate and run shit when the boss late. Go. You know I be late a lot. Yeah. Just got ate by a payment stop. Yeah. She asking me if I'm rolling, baby I might be, maybe or maybe not. I see the police still out here patrolling. Too late to hold me, I'm legit in payments now. Media can never fold me. I needed to fuck me like a freaking hoe me. Like a dog. I run around.
During the development of Donda 2, Kanye also had Digital Nas, Evax, and Beach House take a stab at adding their own production to the song, giving it a wealth of amazing ideas to pull from. Kanye did eventually re-record his vocals to be entirely entirely finished and they sound literally amazing, so it's crazy to me that Kanye ended up putting out such an unfinished version of the song for his stem player release of Donda 2. I think if this one were to be brought back, I would want to see Kanye change up the overall production a bit, but even if he didn't, I would not complain because Too Easy by itself is just so good.
My God, I'll go get a green light. I've been way too focused on me, right? I don't really have to look back in hindsight. Tunnel vision, I know God got my blind side. Cause if nobody love me.
While it is definitely possible Kanye never touches any of the Donda 2 songs ever again, I would say it is equally possible that he reaches back into his bag for his next or future albums. He put in so much work and made so many amazing tracks for Donda 2, and it would be insane to just completely leave everything behind. I mean, a lot of these songs are way more finished than Yandhi, and he ended up going back to Yandhi for Jesus is King and Donda, so all I'm saying is don't count out Donda 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this.